Ah, Dancing Stage. Konami's premier rhythm game series in Europe, in the early 2000s at least. I wasn't there myself to experience it, but I'm quite sure during the series' peak you couldn't go into an arcade without seeing it. Of course, now, whenever I go into an arcade... But that's what things are like now. Instead, let's distract ourselves from the fact that the nearest working Dance Dance Revolution Ace cabinet is all the way in London, and play Dancing Stage Euromix for the PS1. And immediately we're greeted with that lovely PS1 startup jingle. And then after a few screens... Nice. And now we have our intro. Here is where it becomes quite obvious that this game is indeed just a reskin of Dance Dance Revolution. But at the time I doubt anyone over here noticed, since we never got any games with the DDR branding until death. After that, the game goes into the arcade version's Attract mode, which goes into how to play the game along with showing off high scores and some basic demo play. Then on the main menu we have a bunch of options. Arcade mode, the one you should be playing. Training mode, for slowing down songs I guess? I don't know, I never really used this. Workout mode, where you can set a bunch of settings and then track calories burnt while playing. If that's your thing, sure. Lesson mode, which teaches you the basics of how to play and even gets a little bit into how to freestyle, and also records and options, because of course. Assuming you picked arcade mode, then you choose between a large variety of weird characters and also Rage, the right choice. After that, there's the choice between having your song selection limited to only easy or hard songs, even though they all have difficulty options anyway? Okay? Oh, and also non-stop mode is there. Alright, let's go and play the... Oh. Yeah, the song list in Euromix leaves a lot to be desired. Going by personal preference, there's about 3 songs here that I really like, and another 2 I'm at least familiar with. The rest are either incredibly slow licensed songs I do not care for at all, or paranoia. Now, believe it or not, one day I made the trek to my nearest arcade that has a dancing stage cab, and while the marquee clearly says it's Euromix 2, it's actually just plain old Euromix. Yay? And somehow the song list in the arcade version is even smaller than the console version. In other words, it doesn't add brilliant to you. Alright, enough procrastinating, let's just play the darn game already. And I might as well cover the basic gameplay for all the youngins out there who've never played the series. Yeah, thanks for that one, guys! In Dancing Stage you have 4 directional panels, up, down, left and right. Coloured arrows scroll up the screen, and when those coloured arrows reach the transparent arrows at the top of the screen, you then press the corresponding panel. If you fail to hit the arrows, then your health meter will deplete. If it runs out completely, then it's game over. However, you can refill it by just playing the game well. Of course, while I say step on the panel, you're most likely going to be either using a dance mat, also apparently known as a dance rug, okay? Or a controller. There's also jumps, where 2 arrows appear at the same time and you have to step on both of them. On top of that, sometimes you'll find arrows that appear right after previous arrows. These are trickier to step on. The gameplay itself in this specific title is fine, although since I do believe it runs at 30 frames per second, it isn't the smoothest. Now, remember earlier when I said, oh, and also non-stop mode is there. Yeah, in the arcade version, it doesn't tell you how to get on that high scoreboard anywhere. You just have to hopefully notice the Sims diamond thing and go over to it within the 15-second time limit you have to pick songs. However, in the console version, you can just select non-stop mode in the selection menu from earlier. And while we're talking about non-stop play, woo boy, this is not my thing at all. All the courses are either completely unappealing, or just throw paranoia in the middle of the course. Oh, also the way you enter your name in the arcade version is just dumb. Alright, I think that's about everything there is to say about this game. There's just not much to it. Come back next time, where the heck that will be, and I'll talk about Dancing Stage Party Edition, because I do believe that is the next game chronologically. I may be wrong, but oh well, we'll see at the time. I'm going now. Roll the end screen.